It's time for The Scraphouse with Austen Lane and Kasey Kuhrts on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network.
I don't want to alarm you, but I do need to let you know.
Please.
I had a slight run-in with law enforcement today.
Oh, do tell, Kasey.
So if they bust in during the show, they're looking for me.
I mean, do you want me to lock the doors or anything?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. When I was walking in, I was kind of like making sure like this wasn't going to open without a key card type thing.
Yeah.
So we got a couple key carded doors.
Okay.
And I feel like I'll hear them coming. And then I shut the door in here, so that's definitely going to hold them.
Gotcha.
But yeah, if they bust in.
Do they have like a caricature of you and what you look like? Because I'm not trying to catch a stray here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're good.
Yeah,
because we both have. Hey, we're on that Stanley Cup beard playoff bandwagon right now.
If they break in here, I do not think they'll mistake you. I mean, maybe.
Okay,
that'd be a great compliment for me. That'd be a terrible insult for you. You might want to just start swinging on the cops. But they're like, "Are you him?" But
okay.
Yeah. So
thanks for the heads up, man. I appreciate you.
All good.
Yeah.
And if not, then I was never here.
Okay, done.
Good.
Done. Great. Yeah, but we're gonna have no evidence of you being in here.
We move.
Yeah, we move
beautifully. Wrestling. That's what we're gonna talk about.
Is it moving or not?
What's wrestling?
Yeah.
It moved around Europe.
WWE.
Physically, they took the trucks and they moved.
Physically, it's over the seas, but I'm saying storyline wise, are we still on the road to WrestleMania, Kasey?
It doesn't feel like it. And that continues to be a reoccurring theme every time I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I'm glad you brought this up.
Yeah.
I felt like the guy in GTA when I had to watch SmackDown. Like, here we go again.
Yeah, I got you.
Stuff, here we go again.
Yep, I got you. Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of what I felt like too to SmackDown because I'm like, well, what could they possibly do this week to outdo the Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton promo debacle of last week?
Sure.
We know Cody's there, but John Cena's not, so we're not going to progress that storyline.
Sure.
Maybe we'll get some Randy Orton, Kevin Owens. We'll definitely continue. Oh, we were going to get Braun Strowman, LA Knight, which was definitely going to be a real match.
Yep. Huh. Yeah.
So I felt a little GTA-ish, but nonetheless...
Here we go.
I will say, in credit to whoever was cooking early, they cook early. Friday and Monday, they were cooking early. Now, both those things had to do with Cody.
Yes.
But, Cody out there doing his thing. International crowd loves it. London, I believe. Both shows were in London, doubling down on the O2, which, by the way, O2 Arena. It's like their big thing.
What is O2, by the way?
I don't know.
I mean, it's a brand. Obviously, it's some kind of brand.
But it's like not CO2.
No.
It's not H2O.
Yep. That's worth a Google. I'll get back to you in a second.
Okay, cool. Because every time, they do concerts and stuff there, I'm like, O2 Arena. Like, this is all you could do? This is the best you could come up with?
Yep.
O2 Arena. So
you think it would just pop up, but it sure isn't. Nope.
That's okay. I mean, that proves the point.
Yeah, exactly.
That proves the point. So anyway, O2 Arena in London. And, Cody doing his thing. I do like how this played out because now I think you can go a couple of different ways. We wondered how Randy Orton was going to insert himself back into this story, and I legitimately felt.
Kasey, real quick, O2, it's like a business. It's like a business network essentially. Like they manage like accounts and billing and stuff.
We're all set.
So I guess it's like it could be a bank as well. It might be a bank actually. I think it's going to be a bank. We'll say a bank. Okay, go ahead, Kasey.
Yep. Let's go bank.
So
the Bank Arena.
The Bank Arena.
I'm here. The Bank of London.
Yep.
I legitimately felt for a minute when Randy Orton was talking like Cody literally looked like he was getting emotional.
Yeah.
And I thought that was good stuff.
Yep.
Quality.
Yep.
And then of course, Randy's like, well, then I'm going to beat you at some point. But I love how the whole thing played out. Give him his props. It looks like he had a real moment there. And then have Randy Orton politely say, but I'm gonna.
I want the title.
Want the title.
Yeah.
And he took a couple shots at John Cena during that. Mm-hmm. So you could go that route if Cody were to lose.
Sure.
So I'm not. And then Drew McIntyre comes out. You could go that route.
Mm-hmm.
And I got no problems with Drew at all. So I thought the whole first segment cooked. I got no problems.
So here, I guess I see, Kasey, and I get you, but to me, and obviously we'll get into Raw in a little while. Like the Raw thing was epic.
Correct.
Right? Because it advanced the story.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
Like, yeah, Randy Orton was great. Crowd went wild. Obviously, I think it was like the first, 8 minutes of just nonstop chanting for Cody. That Cody just kind of let him cook whatever in the crowd. Like, that was great and everything. So don't get it twisted. But I asked myself during that first event, did any storyline really advance? It advanced because Randy Orton maybe wants a title shot eventually. Yeah. And that's something you can essentially set up and cook with. But, like, in the current storylines towards WrestleMania, did it really advance anything? Did we really learn anything? No, and I don't think so. Yeah.
Side quest.
Side quest.
There's definitely a side quest.
Sometimes side quests are fun, I guess.
I'm just happy the result wasn't, because what I thought we were going to get definitely was Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens somehow against Cody and Randy Orton for the main event of SmackDown. That's what I thought was going to come of that. So when that didn't happen, I was like, okay, cool.
Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. The first of many AEW references this week on WWE.
Yeah.
When Randy Orton says, you left and that took some big ass balls.
Yeah.
And so that's reference number one.
Yep.
And probably the most subtle of the references. We'll continue.
They get a little aggressive. They never say AEW, but they might as well just say AEW.
They might as well.
But to me, that's a difference though, Kasey. Because in AEW, they mention MJF Triple H, all the time. WWE by their name. WWE now, and I guess because it's the road to WrestleMania, so we're cooking it up. We're turning up the gas a little more, but they don't actually mention it by their name, even though we can all insinuate what it means.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. And then maybe the line of the whole show was Drew McIntyre calling Damian Priest Timu Undertaker. That was good.
That was good.
Quality.
Yeah.
Good cook. Did you advance the story? No, you did not. But, are you surprised? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. Right.
It is what it is.
Yep.
The Street Profits continue their reign as tag team champions.
Big upset there, Kasey.
I'll tell you this, though. Pretty Deadly. They were excited for Pretty Deadly in London, England.
Yeah.
Wherever they were a couple weeks ago, did not want to see him.
Yeah. Listen, I was pleasantly surprised. Once again, I was a little like, oh, man, I hope they actually, because this is like their hometown. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we're going to need them to get the hometown bump there. And they did a little bit.
They got the bump. They were fired up.
It was cool to see. Yep.
Especially towards the end when they almost won a couple of times. I thought they were getting it.
Yep.
And then the crowd was not happy that they didn't get it. And then when the Profits end up getting the pin, there's some boos.
Clean, too. I mean, there wasn't like any outside of, like the Motor City Machine Guns didn't come do something or because that's what I expected to happen.
Yeah, because I still don't know. It's April. WrestleMania's in April.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't know what's going to happen at WrestleMania for the tag belt. I thought if Pretty Deadly at least beat them, then they need their rematch, and these people need their rematch, and then that's where I thought that whole thing comes into play.
Yeah. It's going to be a 6-team tag match for the belts or something.
I think it will be, but now I think you've kind of ruined that, because now Pretty Deadly's out. They lost.
True.
So move on.
Yeah.
And then where's DIY in this? They still need a rematch.
Yeah.
The Machine Guns just get whatever title shots they want. Santos Escobar and the boys probably, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but now it's all confusing because I think they needed Pretty Deadly to win there. So now I don't know what they're going to do at all, and they're 2 weeks away from that.
Someone's going to have to get the GM. What's his name?
Nick
Pierce. Yeah, thank you. Get all this back in front of the whiteboard and explain it to us.
That's true. He was
like
cooking
we're
on the
10
whiteboard.
years old because
That's right.
I have no idea what's happening.
He was doing that.
Mm-hmm.
No clue what's going on there. But I thought your boys were going to get it.
Yeah, me too.
But I was happily, when they got, I was like, you know what?
Let's. To be fair, I wanted them to win. Obviously, Pretty Deadly. Yes, boys. Yes, Austen Lane boys. But at the end of the day, let's keep a title on somebody for an extended period of time and not just play hot potato with it either.
Yeah, and maybe let's get a shirt for Pretty Deadly. Let's get a shirt on them.
Is it the hair? Is it all the chest hair and stuff, or what's bugging you, man?
I mean, it doesn't bug me often, every time, but there's sometimes when they cut to the guy, and I'm like, this is foul.
Oh, they're greased up too.
Oh, it's rough.
Greased up.
It is. Commitment to the bit. Speaking of the bit, the best bit going, in my opinion, is now the newly named. How do you feel about the name? Secret Hervis. How we feeling?
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it.
This it's not like a pure, Herbis collective.
That's true.
I'm not mad at it.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of this bit. Think it's the best. One of the best bits they got going.
That's cool.
Wrestling in full suits was a decision.
It's a choice.
That's got to be tough.
It's a choice.
Although part of me feels like Piper Niven's got to be like, thank you for letting me wear clothes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
And anyway, they go in their first official match as the Secret Hervis against Carter and Chance. And
Ooh, I kind of forgot about.
definitely forgot about. Remember they were on like 2 months ago? Randomly they had a match, like their return match.
Sure.
I haven't seen them since.
Yeah.
The Vici treatment.
Yeah.
Apollo
the
Crews,
Vici
if you will.
treatment.
So anyway, they returned randomly, probably for their first match in a good little bit. Looked like they were going to get the win for a long period of time until Chelsea Green got involved.
Selena Vega, I think, made an appearance as well.
Selena Vega eventually comes out. Piper Niven is the one that actually gets the pin, so they get the win. Then here comes Selena Vega. Then they're going back and forth, and then Selena Vega eventually gets squashed by Piper Niven and crew. Nothing against Selena Vega. Not sure where we're going.
Shouldn't she just have been out there in the first place, by the way? Selena Vega?
Yes, because Chelsea was out there in the first place.
Yep.
So yes, she should have definitely been out there in the first place.
But it's all good.
Yeah, I don't necessarily
good.
like where that is going, because the one weird thing about the Chelsea Green title stuff has been like I feels like they always go like a little too long with this stuff, like the Meechin thing.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm sorry. Well, you don't want to see Chelsea Green, Meechin take 7? Yeah.
No, I'll pass.
Eat defeat? Come on.
We'll get to eat defeat.
Eat defeat.
She got to work the other night. We'll get to that in just a second. But is this like a WrestleMania thing, or is this just like a? Because like here's the thing, I'm starting to count the WrestleMania matches. You got 2 nights. Who is wrestling? You've got like 6 matches.
Where's the setup? I know.
So, like, I feel like Chelsea Green's probably going to wrestle. Kind of like I feel like Lyra Valkyrie is going to wrestle, and you don't really have...
I mean, I get the sense that it's going to be Chelsea Green and then Selena Vega, but... And the only reason why I say it, I feel like because that's the feud right now, even though it's not really, like... We don't see a lot of mic time. We don't see a lot of, like, stare downs, but... They're in the same building together, so it makes sense.
They do both work there.
Yeah.
Wade Barrett, by the way, have you ever done commentary for anything other than like talk? So you've never you've got to have been an announcer at some point.
I mean, I announced like a high school I used to be like a high school baseball announcer. Yeah.
Perfect. High school baseball announcer. I've done high school softball.
Sure.
So good news. Wade Barrett for us covered our pledging allegiance to Chelsea Green. He pledged allegiance for all the announcers out there.
Yep.
So we're good. We're covered.
Wade Barrett's covering all the bases, man.
Wade Barrett. And
constant professional.
The best part about the Wade Barrett thing is like there's all these bits that Wade Barrett is just into. And Tess never really pays him any attention. He's very committed to hating Chelsea Green. Like that's the one bit that Joe Tessitore's like, I will not let slide.
Joe Tessitore, which makes me think if he actually dislikes Chelsea Green, like honestly, because Joe Tessitore is so professional, calls it down the middle.
True.
Doesn't get influenced by Wade Barrett. But when Chelsea Green's on the screen, man, Joe Tessitore feels a certain type of way about it.
Oh,
just appalling! Like, well, dude,
he's not happy. Yeah. He is not happy
about
the Chelsea Green situation. Also, shout out to Joe Tess, by the way, who was on the call for Friday Night SmackDown. And then I'm sitting at home. For some reason, I turned on USFL.
Okay.
Joe Tess is on the call!
Calling USFL?
In Birmingham, Alabama.
Better than that, though, huh?
Bro flew from London to Birmingham to call USFL.
Hey, if I'm Joe Tessitore, I'm going to be like, unless you're giving me the bank, find somebody else.
Oh.
I
was like, there's no way this dude got on a red-eye flight to go call this game.
Who ended up winning that game, Casey, you know?
The USFL game?
Yeah. You don't know?
I don't even know who played.
Thank you, because nobody's watching it.
No.
Sorry.
I assume it's Birmingham somebody. I have no idea. Oh, you know who was in?
I don't even know Birmingham's, like, I don't know their team name.
No, of course not. Yeah. The quarterback was former Jag. Didn't play for the Jags, but... crap. What was that guy's name?
Obviously a backup.
Like triple backup. He was at one point a Jag.
Oh, the tall dude from Oregon State?
No, not that guy.
Okay.
He's been in that league, though.
Okay.
This is recent. I don't know. He didn't play. I just...
Okay.
Oh! EJ Perry.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a guy?
I think so, yeah.
He was a Jag, right? You don't know?
I don't...
Jaguars Happy Hour? You don't know? You don't know the EJ Perry stats?
Oh, yeah. Well, he was like a third string, wasn't he?
Triple backup is what I said.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
He was balling.
At being a third string backup?
He's a starter in that league.
Oh, he's actually doing good?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. They interviewed him mid-game, though. He like threw a touchdown and they came to the side. This is actually a cool part of the league.
That
Like
is
what
cool.
happened
I've
there? He's
seen
like,
that
well,
part.
this is the play we ran and this is it. And he was open. I threw it to him. I was like, you just told the other team your whole playbook.
Yeah, who cares?
So like the film study is a whole new level in that league. You just watch the broadcast and they'll tell you what plays they're running.
That would be an interesting league where the defense has to tell what they're going to run and the offense has to tell what they're going to run.
That'd be cool.
Kind of like you're playing like you're treating a Madden or something.
Yeah.
Now we got something.
We should work on that.
We should call it the double XFL. Okay,
Double XFL.
double XFL.
That's not bad.
Mhm.
Where were we? Oh, right. Selena Vega. We're past that.
Yeah.
Okay. LA Knight, Braun Strowman.
Yep.
Definitely was going to be a real match.
Oh, real match for sure. This had real match written all over it, Kasey.
After
Imagine my shock.
roughly 6 DQs in a row that had to do with LA Knight or Braun Strowman
Yep.
or Jacob Fatu, multiple DQs. Definitely was going to get a match here. And by the way, Braun Strowman had to be upset when he kind of saw how this was going to play out because he was dominating.
True.
Bro was about to be the U.S. champ
True. Yes.
until he wasn't.
And then Jacob Fatu makes an appearance.
How do we feel about, before we talk about that, how do we feel about jumpsuit Jacob Fatu? Because this is a new form.
It is a new form.
Gucci jumpsuit Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
How do we feel?
Dude, you know how I felt about it, right? I wanted like old school Gunther suit
Yes.
style,
Suit Jacob Fatu.
Hitman Jacob Fatu.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I do.
classy, elegant, but the dude's a monster. That's what I wanted. We didn't get it. I'm not necessarily mad at jumpsuit Fatu,
but it's just okay.
it doesn't seem on brand though.
It did not seem
Seemed
on
a little
brand.
aggressive.
Yeah, I didn't love it.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it. I didn't love it.
Exactly.
I'd rather him not, though.
Correct.
But if he's not going to go in a suit, I guess just go back to the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Like
Cut off
you're-
T-shirt.
You're like a killer.
Drop
you know
the
what I mean?
guns. Yeah.
You don't need the whole jumpsuit
Yeah.
thing.
Or just take the shirt. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm not really sure what the physique's rocking, but just take off the shirt.
No shirt?
No shirt.
No
Be
shirt.
be a psychotic dude then if you want to be that guy.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's kind of hard to be like a psychopath wearing a jumpsuit.
Yeah, it kind of like, yeah, because
You know
it was a
what I'm
nice jumpsuit.
Yeah. It's
If you're
Gucci,
going to wear a
right?
jumpsuit, it's got to be mismatched.
It was Gucci, yeah.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
Like if you're going to not pretend, I mean, if you're going to present as crazy,
Mhm.
wear a different color pants. Like you just like shock the world. Come out in the gray top and yellow pants.
Yeah.
People will be talking about that. They'll be like, this dude's a loon. He's killing him.
This guy's a loose cannon.
I mean,
Yeah.
anyway, he attacks him.
Strowman wins by DQ.
No, LA Knight.
Well,
Or
Strowman
doubled.
won by DQ.
Yeah. But
'Cause-
the title didn't change. You're right.
Title didn't change.
Um,
Yeah.
So triple threat at WrestleMania? Like, how many triple threats can they do?
Do you think it's gonna be a triple threat, or do you think it's just gonna be Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu?
So LA Knight just doesn't work?
He goes someplace else. I don't know. what
Someplace
he goes.
else?
I don't know.
Triple threat.
Triple threat. So be it.
Literally, I don't know what the record for triple threats is WrestleMania, but we're at 3.
We're at the cusp.
And the tag team thing is probably going to be 4.
Yeah.
I mean, what a mess.
Yeah.
What a mess. Or do they just, which is what happens next, backstage, Jacob Fatu says, with or without you, I'm getting that U.S. title to Solo Sikoa.
Mm-hmm.
So are they going to do those two? Enough gas? I mean, you got to pump it.
Yeah, I mean, unless they make a drastic change, I can't see that right now. But because keep in mind, like you still have to build up stuff for after WrestleMania, like the Raw after WrestleMania and stuff. Hey, I'm just saying.
We barely got WrestleMania.
No, dude, I'm with you, man. I feel you.
The only thing they should do on the Raw after WrestleMania is whatever happens with John Cena.
This
Literally.
3 hours or 2 hours, whatever.
Whatever happens with John Cena, whatever happens with Rollins, Reigns,
That's
Punk.
it.
That's it.
Yeah, I hear you.
Bring Chelsea Green out.
Think Chelsea.
Chelsea Green, Selena Vega. That's the show. The show is 56 minutes. No more.
And then the rest are just recaps.
The rest
WrestleMania.
is just recaps.
WrestleMania recaps.
Here's what happened.
Yep.
I will say, though, for when Jacob Fatu started killing him, there was a moment where he kind of, LA Knight comes off the ropes, and Jacob Fatu just straight picks him up, puts him on his shoulders,
Yeah.
and slams him in one move
Mm-hmm.
like he was a child ragdoll stuffed animal.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop, dead.
It's wild,
And I
man.
was
We
just
say it
like-
all the time how strong and just how athletic this dude. I mean, dude's doing the whatever, the somersault, like just the backflips is
It looks
crazy.
so easy.
Yeah. And I will say this too, Braun, the whole new move where Braun Strowman like throws. Wait, is that Braun or is that Jay? Who's got the move now that they throw him like over the desk? That's Braun, right? Like where they throw him over the desk by the monitors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know how I feel about that move. because he's done it like now, like the last 3 matches, and I feel like you're one bad landing on a monitor away from not having it be the best.
Yeah, they do that. They've gone to the
do it
well
a
on
lot.
that one a couple times.
Yeah.
In
Yep.
this. Whatever this is.
After this too, by the way, before we get to the next thing, Rey Fenix confirmed. Looks like he's gonna be in SmackDown for next week. Oh, dude, you already beat me to it.
Who are you telling?
You got it. How are we feeling?
I
mean, obviously, it's got to be him and Penta right away, right? You're not gonna have singles runs with both of them, are you?
Well,
Even though it
Penta's
seems
on
like-
Raw.
I know, but that's. I'm saying, like, eventually they somehow like Penta gets whatever
I would think
jumped,
so. But like,
and Phoenix comes in to save him, and their tag team
yeah, probably.
has to be.
But like, so they're all, and when I say they're all, I mean Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, Penta, currently all faces.
Mm-hmm.
The only luchador, if you will, that is not a face is our boy El Grande Americano.
Correct.
Right.
Chad Gable, but yes.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
not confirmed.
Not-
Chad Gable's
not
been
confirmed.
sick. He
Still
can't
into
come-
here.
He's got doctor's notes. So, and maybe I'm just wrong here,
Mm-hmm.
but doesn't somebody have to be a heel in that run?
You would think so, yes.
It's not going to be Penta,
No.
so it's probably not going to be him either.
Correct.
It's not going to be Rey.
Can't be.
Nobody, unfortunately, outside of me, nobody cares enough about Dragon Lee.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we doing collectively? Like,
We'll see, man. I'm with you.
I'm good wrestler. We'll have good matches. Who's he going to wrestle
Yeah.
on SmackDown, especially?
Yeah.
You gonna put him with Braun Strowman?
Well, and you can't throw Gable at him. Well, Gable's also Raw, isn't he?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
Like he has no there's no reason for him to be on SmackDown.
See, I thought, and I get it, like, it made it sound like he's going to be on SmackDown. I wonder if he's just going to, like, say something and then, like, go to Raw.
Like, I'm here.
Yeah. But why you wouldn't do that if you debuted Penta on Netflix, then why wouldn't you produce,
Right.
have hopefully his tag team partner going forward on Netflix as well. But I don't know, man. I'm with you.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at it. But also, is it that serious?
That
is
Rey Fenix is coming to...
Yeah.
Well, it's that serious to Triple H and WWE because
I know.
they're AEW.
But is it that serious?
They're going to make it that serious.
It's not.
Oh,
though,
just
right?
wait till you see the mic time that Rey Fenix gets.
I'll lose it.
Wait till you see the mic time that Rey Fenix gets.
If Rey...
Penta got... What do you mean? What? Penta got how many minutes?
I know. Penta keeps getting time.
Rey's getting time too.
I want to be perfectly clear. I do not want to have this mistaken for anything else than what I'm saying.
Please.
If on SmackDown they bring out Rey Fenix for his debut
Mm-hmm.
and they pan to the ring
Mm-hmm.
and it's Apollo Crews
Mm-hmm.
and Apollo
I
Crews
like that matchup.
gets squashed.
I like that matchup for Rey Fenix.
If he gets squashed
Love that matchup for Rey Fenix.
and I see Jackie Redmond climbing in the ring
Athletic, strong Apollo Crews. Yeah, it could be a squash. That'd be good for Rey Fenix.
and Jackie Redmond's like, hey, we're here with Rey Fenix, Rey. How you feel about... I will lose it.
As they're standing over the lifeless corpse of Apollo Crews.
I will drive to the Performance Center and beat on the door until somebody answers
Kasey wants answers.
and say, what the hell are we doing?
That's the matchup right there.
I know it is. That's the thing. I know how this plays out.
Athleticism versus athleticism.
Vinci's gone. Who else is going to get squashed?
Ooh. Kasey, man.
I'll be furious.
And you know what it's going to be too, Apollo Crews? I'm feeling good. It's my come up. It's my time. Ah.
Dead. 6 seconds.
Well, it's been fun, Kasey.
I will be irate. I will boycott WrestleMania.
I've never anticipated, been so pumped up for a wrestling debut maybe my entire life. I can't wait.
I will have an aneurysm and die.
I can't wait. Oh, I hope it's Apollo Crews now.
I'll be so furious.
Woo.
Oh my goodness, so furious. Okay, so that happened. Another
That's
thing
it?
that happened on television is Naomi got a package to explain why she was upset about the situation. And about halfway through, I realized they were making her into Alexa Bliss when Alexa Bliss went crazy.
Huh.
That's what it was, the whole thing. She starts going crazy and crying, the camera shots. I'm like, this is Alexa Bliss 5 years ago.
Huh.
And I was like, this is weird.
You know what's wild? I mean, yeah,
didn't see it?
I see it, but I didn't picture it at the time. I just pictured like, oh, okay, we're really becoming unhinged here.
It was literally it felt
Bliss.
exactly like what they did with Alexa Bliss.
That's true, man.
Also, where is Alexa Bliss?
Well, is she hurt or not?
She doesn't appear to be hurt.
Okay.
She said on social she's just chilling.
Well, we're on the road to WrestleMania.
Where is she?
She had a big debut
Came back
at the
huge
Rumble.
pop. In the
But obviously
chamber.
probably waiting for Bo to come back, right, with that?
Yeah, but like...
I know.
Dude, Pound
you can
Sand,
still
do
tell a
something.
story I know. You can still... this is the thing.
Continue to push her back towards that part of her life.
The whole point of the Royal Rumble is if you make your debut during that, and especially because hers was the surprise.
Yes.
We knew Charlotte was coming back.
We did.
And we're like, yeah. But when Alexa Bliss showed up, we're like, okay, now we're cooking.
Yeah.
And
she was gone.
Nothing's come of it, yeah.
You got a whole Liv Morgan she could be feuding with.
A whole Liv Morgan.
Whole Liv Morgan. There's, I don't know. Maybe I'm the idiot. Anyway, after Naomi's package, Michin and B-Fab, apparently friends. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, Jade talking to Nick Aldis, saying, where is she? Nick Aldis like, I don't know, because clearly nobody knows how to run anything down there. Michin gets a match with Charlotte Flair, of all people. Cool.
One of the queen.
So we go to commercial. They're in the ring ready to fight, and then Naomi, fresh off her package, is beaten tail of Michin and B-Fab.
Yep.
Which then draws out Jade Cargill, who doesn't really get her hands on Naomi. I don't remember, maybe a little bit.
Just missed by that much.
Just missed her by that much.
Yep.
Comforting B-Fab, walking to the back. Charlotte Flair says, I don't care about these bumps. Hit my music. Here comes Charlotte Flair. And for a second, we got something that interests me.
Ooh.
Has nothing to do with anything right now. But we had Charlotte Flair and Jade Cargill staring at each other on the ramp, and I was like,
nice.
yeah.
That was nice. Hold it, ladies. Hold it.
I was like,
and exit. Yeah, that was a nice little touch. That was a nice little touch.
I'm in for that.
Two Alpas kind of sized each other up a little bit.
Now that.
Wasn't mad about that.
Now that's a story.
Wasn't mad about that.
A little bit of a similar situation in terms
Could be
of
a story at WrestleMania, maybe. That should maybe been the story. But
yeah, I mean, Jade's mic skills maybe not there for that.
That's a good point.
But
who cares?
Who cares?
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that was great. What wasn't great is Charlotte then walks down to the ring, twice deflects the eat defeat. Mm-hmm. Charlotte's not eating no feet.
Yeah. No.
Third time hits it.
Not hungry.
But Charlotte not hungry for feet. Charlotte stays down, does not stay down.
Yeah.
Goes into the figure four, gets to the tap.
Make that a figure eight then at the end.
And just to be perfectly clear, this was the reaction of the crowd. Not good.
Yeah.
During the match, chanting, "We want Tiffy."
Yep. Which I guess was good for Tiffy.
Was it?
Well,
was it good for Tiffy? Because I remember.
Yeah, people are cheering for her, man. That's what we need.
I remember right after the match, they cut to the back of Tiffy, read the prompter that apparently didn't scroll at the right time because she repeated another line. This is a debacle.
I love how we're going from unhinged Alexa Bliss to unhinged Kasey Kuhrts, but it's justified. I get it, man.
You know, Jackie, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It's like, you've got to be kidding me. That's the line? That's the line?
That's a t-shirt, man.
Yeah. A t-shirt that was made 60,000 years ago.
Like she invented the phrase?
That is the first t-shirt.
We've never heard it before?
It's the first t-shirt they made in Vegas.
Like we never heard it before? Like
it's original.
It's something that's super profound or yeah.
She was cooking. She's like, hold on. What happens? Can we get this in the script?
Copy, paste it, and put it back in.
I'm so annoyed how not invested I am in it. Because I like Tiffany Stratton and I like Charlotte Flair.
I mean, listen.
I'm just not there.
We've talked about this now for a couple weeks. And, you know, well, at least I have. I don't know where you're at with it. Like, I've put my faith in Triple H that he's got the trump card. Like, something big, monumental is going to shift the storyline where it's like, oh, that's what you're setting up. Oh, okay, now I'm interested. And that can still happen, but no, we are running out of time.
We're running. That was not Tiffy time. We're out of it.
Yeah, and what we get is maybe what we get. And if that's the case, then I'm with you, man. For a WrestleMania women's title match, I'm gonna need something else to get me drawn to it. Like, yeah, obviously I'm gonna watch it. It's WrestleMania. I'm gonna watch every single match. But, dude, in the past, we talk about like the Becky Lynches, even with Bianca Belair in the past. Like, there's been intrigue where I'm like, okay, well, this is gonna be crazy. Let me see what happens here.
Yeah. I mean, we care about Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan.
I don't have that intrigue.
No, just not there.
Yeah.
And I don't know how we get like 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 14 days.
It's like I said. If Triple H has the end game, the trump card, where he pulls out something and it's like, oh, I didn't see that coming, then more power to him. Then, like, yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing. But until that time, I'm in the same boat as you are. I'm going to question why I should be invested in that match.
I just physically don't know what it could be at this point because there's no point to do the manager
Like I
thing
said,
now.
unless it's Rick, I feel like Rick is the only thing you can do. And even then, it's...
Ric Flair can't cost Charlotte the match. It's stupid. I'm sorry. Like, you should have done this months ago, weeks ago.
Or unless some other... At this
Chin.
point, I feel like at this point, I don't know if Becky Lynch comes back. Somebody else.
But, like, don't get me wrong. I like Becky Lynch. Big fan. Have a T-shirt.
Nice.
No, she doesn't need to be in the story.
But
like,
something has to like spice this up, Casey.
It's almost like just do it, end it, and then move on.
Just move on with it. Yeah. I hear you.
Rough.
Mm-hmm.
Not happy. Tiffany Stratton, good work on the mic. Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton. I would love for someone to just finish a match. Is it too much to ask?
No, man. It's the road to WrestleMania. It's filled with DQs and unfinished matches.
I mean, I like Drew McIntyre. I like Randy Orton. The boys were cooking. Like they were doing it. Kevin Owens. All right. Come on down. Oh, distraction. Oh, kicked him in the face. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Shocker.
Don't you think because like obviously McIntyre was getting treated like in the crowd because I guess Scotland and England like shouldn't that have been the main event?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the contract signing was important.
Yeah, but I'm saying Jimmy Uso over
yeah,
the Miz
yeah. That's fair. You're right. I didn't think
was
about
the main event.
Yeah, I honestly felt like that just kind of happened. Like I thought it was going to happen, and then like that happened with Tiffany, and I was like, ooh. And then they're like, you know what'll turn these people back to our attention? Randy Orton.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Again, like I'm invested in the Kevin Owens, Randy Orton thing. You don't need to get me any more invested.
Yep.
They need to go to work. I get that, so that's fine. Drew McIntyre. I'm not as invested in the Damian Priest Drew McIntyre thing, but I'm getting closer. I care like significantly is a big word. I care a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, literally, man, to the point, like, I'm at with Drew McIntyre where I'm just like, I'm rooting for him, even though I shouldn't be.
Yep.
But I'm just like, I need to see him get a dub.
Just win one.
I just need to see him get a dub.
Just win one.
Yep.
To your point, Jimmy Uso gets the win over The Miz.
Big Jim.
Big Jim.
Setting up for, well, I don't know,
a big Monday night.
A big Monday night where we maybe get a little disappointed. By the way, got Rocky IV written all over it what happened to Big Jim on Monday night. Tell me that they don't keep stealing from Rocky here.
That's
like
fair.
CM Punk's never seen the movies, he said.
That's fair.
There's a lot of Rockiness going on, is all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Big Jim gets the win over
Apollo
The Miz.
Crews died. Or not Apollo Crews. Apollo Creed.
Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
Almost Apollo
Spoiler,
Crews.
by the way.
I mean, the movie's from like the 90s.
We're good.
Damian Priest gets the last laugh as he puts Drew McIntyre through a windshield.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Real
as
glass.
CM Punk happened to
Was that
be
real
walking
glass?
by. Was it real glass? It's a good question. CM Punk looked and said,
"There's no number 2 from AEW."
I was like, because like when it happened, I didn't immediately think it.
Oh, I thought right
I didn't.
away.
Because I wasn't really thinking about it because I was like, what is happening, basically.
Yeah.
And then they like pan the camera and Punk's right there. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. The whole thing is a troll job.
Just the look that Punk gives. Oh man. But like, how do you think Punk feels about it? Dude's living.
Dude's living.
Dude's main event WrestleMania. By the way,
Dude's living.
I mean, we'll get to that in a second. Obviously,
Yeah.
but dude's living.
I was like, you got to be kidding. The whole thing is a troll job.
Yep.
Triple H run the whole company to troll AEW.
Yeah.
So I don't really care what happens, but
Yep.
let's get Ray Phoenix and Penta, Real Glass. All right. Roman Reigns,
Mm-hmm.
start there. Comes out, they sing to him. All that stuff is good.
Crowd's electric. You love to see it.
Doing a lot more talking these
Mhm.
days.
Mhm.
Roman Reigns, not a bad thing. Just something to monitor.
Almost makes you think, does he need a wise man down the line?
It does make you
Are they
start
testing him
to-
out a little bit?
potentially think that.
Mm.
Seth Rollins, comes out. They sing to him. And this, I'm not happy with this. And this is on the international crowd. I understand you're happy to be there. I understand you've been, I know it's not all the same crowd, but the international crowds have been good. They're very excited to be there, all those things. That got sloppy when Rollins is trying to go through the damn, we landed on the roof. This is a building that's important to us. Yeah. And they're just chanting whatever. OTC. Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I'm like, shut up.
Yeah. Just go with it. Yeah.
And like, I know you can't predict that, but if the contract signing, again, it needed to be in that building for that to resonate, but it also didn't resonate. Correct. But if that was at least in America, and again, you're not in the building, so it's not the same, but people would have reacted better.
Correct.
Like, I felt like people missed it. And it felt like Seth was rattled after it happened because then he like said something kind of goofy.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn it. Like, this was a good moment that got kind of sideways. About
these European tour, like, the crowds have been good and they've elevated a lot of wrestlers. But at the same time, I don't want to say like they almost like overtake the show, but it becomes more about the crowd than it does actually like the storytelling sometimes. And that's been obviously you've seen in these past couple weeks.
Yeah.
So I agree with you there.
That part kind of sucked.
Yep.
I liked Roman's responses. Again, Paul Heyman's sitting there doing nothing.
Yep.
Talking about cleaning up the mess and whatnot. And then obviously here comes Punk. Called him the big dog. That was interesting.
Yep.
Like that. And then obviously the big revelation is that this match will be the main event of WrestleMania. I'm stunned, by the way.
I was stunned as well. Do you think they told CM Punk that before? Or was that reaction genuine? Because obviously he's looking for something.
It could go either way.
I mean, listen, hey, if he knew about it, props to him for acting because, dude got super emotional like on the drop of a hat. And maybe he still was. Like, maybe he knew it was coming, but just to hear Paul Heyman, a guy that obviously got him into the business, give him a hug and everything and say, yes, you're the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean.
It's pretty cool.
Good stuff. So I guess what that means is Gunther and Jey Uso will see somewhere in the middle.
Or the beginning.
But yeah.
Probably the beginning, right? Wouldn't you want to? I don't know.
I really don't know. I think that's a tough spot.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say if it's first, I bet Jey Uso wins.
It's a good point. Get the crowd electric. Yeah.
I don't think you'd want to kill everything. Just come on.
That's good. Yeah.
Get squashed.
That's a good point.
Now, if it's in between a couple things, be like, it's beyond squash alert for Gunther. So that match main event will be a big deal. And Roman Reigns hits him with a, got the favor out of the way. Punk said, no. Also, did you watch it live?
Yes.
Did you notice they're rolling the credits like while stuff was still happening?
Dude, I was going to lose my mind.
I thought they were going to cut it off.
I thought for sure they were going to cut it off, and I'm like, we're about to miss something like
something huge.
Here. Yes. I was stressed about that.
I was like, no way. And you could tell.
I was stressed, dude. You have no idea.
And then at one point, Roman was like, this is TV. Get on with it. Like, let's go. Yeah. And I was like, holy crap, they're going to cut it.
Yep.
And Roman's on board.
Yeah.
And they leave you with the, not really cliffhanger of all cliffhangers, but, oh, by the way, this is not the favor. Drop mic, show over, Modern Family.
I've changed my mind about the favor, I think.
What you got?
I don't think it has anything to do with Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins. I think if you remember, you circle back. One of CM Punk's last matches before he left. Do you know who it was against? And it got very heated because it was about him being in UFC and failing and all this stuff.
Lesnar?
Yeah. I wonder if the favor is to get payback on Brock Lesnar. That's what Paul Heyman's there for. Not going to happen, obviously, at WrestleMania.
Long-term storytelling.
Long-term storytelling. Maybe the night after WrestleMania. Time to cash in that favor. I want Brock Lesnar.
That'd be nuts.
That'd be crazy. But because honestly, Kasey, I don't know what else it could be at this point. Like what
because he's not the champ. Yeah, I mean
exactly. What do you want a one-on-one with Roman Reigns for? What? He doesn't have a belt, so what do you need that for?
Leave him. I mean, do
you want
enough?
Paul Heyman to be your wise man? That's the favor. I mean, okay.
It's not great.
Yeah,
and I think you're onto something there because they continue to bring it up. And if it was going to be a title shot, you'd kind of bury that until Roman was back in that conversation. Now, granted, he might be the Raw after WrestleMania.
But here's the one thing, though, too. Like, yeah, I get you don't make Jey Uso the main event or whatever. At least you probably, yeah, because you're not going to do that. Because unless it's night 2, right? But it's going to be all.
It's Cody and Cena.
Cody and Cena, yeah. I get that. But we got to think here. If this is CM Punk's first WrestleMania main event, if this is the last, match of WrestleMania for that night.
It'll be night 1.
Yeah, night 1 for sure. You got to end it with something big. Like, I don't think even like CM Punk win. I don't know. Like, I think it has to be something epic.
John Moxley.
Yeah, John Moxley. But like that's why I think like maybe if CM Punk wins, it's like it's time to cash in my favor, and I want Brock Lesnar, and all of a sudden like mic drop, and that's it. I don't know. But I just feel like,
or does Heyman cost Roman?
I mean, that could be it too, I guess. But is that the favor that like I don't know.
Not that dramatic.
Like, dude, the way this favor has been set up now for how long?
It's got to be huge.
And they keep going back to it, like at the most keen times, and you end Raw with it. Even when you just got announced that you're the main event WrestleMania, that's supposed to be the big headline. No, the bigger headline is the favor's not cashed in yet. I feel like that's got Brock Lesnar written all over it.
That would be a bold decision.
Yeah,
we talked about
for
this.
sure.
If they bring him back, that would be a bold decision.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I don't know what else it could be, Kasey. Honestly.
I agree. I fully agree with that.
Yeah,
because there's nobody else to bring back
unless it. I mean,
is it
like,
The Rock?
It's got nothing to do with his wife, I don't think, because like she wouldn't need Paul Heyman. I don't know. No.
Yeah, wild. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out. Yeah.
But anyway, that's how SmackDown ends. Head on back to the States, boys. Good work over there on the European tour. Monday Night Raw, also in London, the O2. It's a bank, if you didn't know from earlier in the show.
We got you.
Instant callback.
Doing the hard work here.
And dare I say, segment of the year. 26 minutes of absolute beauty.
Crazy.
The only criticism, I think, so far of the Cena thing was that Cody never really talked to Cena.
Correct.
Cody always got the last word and walked off.
Sure. Yep.
And Triple H heard it and saw it.
Yep.
Because Cody got the first, second, third, and last word. This was gnarly.
This went back and forth. Like this was a heavyweight battle of two titans going back and forth with each other.
Cook after cook. Cody brings up, first off, Stardust multiple times.
Well, yeah. Love how Cody Rhodes went with like the B-Rabbit from 8 Mile, where it's like, hey, I'm just going to grill myself so you got nothing on me.
Yep.
Don't worry. John Cena's got some stuff.
He did.
And by the way, this is one thing about John Cena I always took for granted of how good he is on the microphone in terms of, and I feel like off the cuff, off the dome as well.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yep.
And just, I mean, saying that he buries mediocre, calling Cody mediocre. And
I mean, they touched on everything.
Everything.
I mean, saying that the whole thing where, John Cena goes, I make, billionaires a lot of money. You make their sons lose money or whatever. Like talking to Tony. I mean, hey,
wild.
Kasey, what are we doing, man?
Wild.
Do you think Tony Khan saw that? I was just like,
yeah, I do. I do think that. And Cody, I think Cody hit him.
We're pushing John Mox like you wouldn't believe. Yeah.
Get the bags. Get the bags. And telling John Cena that you're only in this position because the one guy that liked you doesn't work here anymore. I was like, holy crap.
And we're talking about Vince too. Man.
I was like, man.
Yeah.
And what's just wild about that is like, I'm not assuming like, I would assume Triple H knew what was going on there.
Of course. Yeah.
But like, you couldn't not do it because it's so real. Like it's right there on that edge that like they have gone to so many times, and it was right there.
Yeah.
And Cody's like, I ain't scared. Cena's like, I ain't scared, dog.
Like this whole, and this is why it's so great, Kasey. This is why we're obviously both excited for it, as any wrestling fan should be, because they are towing the line of realism and what wrestling is, right? And John Cena a couple weeks ago said himself, like, he's going to try to ruin professional wrestling.
He's there.
And they keep teeter-tottering, man. They keep bringing up things that we never thought they'd bring up, and it's been a joy to watch.
And look, I was critical of the international crowd just a second ago, and they did a lot of chanting for this segment, but at least they knew what was happening when the right cues were hit.
Yeah.
Because when they brought up those two lines, they knew. When Cody said that John was saying some things that he had less of in his gym shorts, or his jean shorts, you can figure that part out.
Yeah.
The crowd hit as well. And then even in the beginning, Cody saying, I got booed out of a company that I started. I was like, damn.
Yeah, man.
That feels like something he just said.
Yeah.
because like that doesn't have anything to do with anything.
Yep.
But it's real. I was like, holy crap, they're cooking. And Cena just not giving an inch, and Cody was right there. Oh my cinema.
And you know what, too? Like, I love because, he's the champ, right? So Cody's rocking these 3-piece suits now, looking great.
Suits look good.
And then you still got John Cena where, like,
Jeans.
dude, the more I see this break down before us, the more I feel like John Cena's probably going to win and, like, ruin wrestling, really. Like, I feel like he's going to follow through with it.
Well, I did not expect this is how this would end, this segment.
Yeah.
It does not make me feel good for Cody. I'll tell you what sucks. I'll tell you what really sucks. Before this happened, it's only 2 shows, but whatever. John Cena's final words, see you at WrestleMania. So this is it.
Mm-hmm.
The next 2 weeks are Cody holding Johnson by himself.
Mm-hmm.
And Cena filming a movie.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Unless, like, the final boss comes back and it's like...
He doesn't need to, though.
Mama Rhodes, the blood of your son on this belt. We're very good boys.
I'm like, Dwayne, go get John. You don't need to be here. You have nothing to do with this at this point. So that part sucks.
Yeah.
But it ending like this...
I know.
Doesn't
bode well.
Damn.
Unless Cena somehow makes an appearance again, we don't expect it. Like they say he's not going to be there, but he shows up. Which could be likely. I
would say if Cody is in a random wrestling match, you should probably be on Cena alert.
Sure. Yep. But once again, you can just do like a backstage thing too, where it's like, oh, let's go backstage. Oh, here's John Cena beating the crap out of Cody Rhodes.
Part of me would be shocked if they brought Cena to, I don't know where the shows are, but
I have no idea, yeah.
If they fly him across and don't put him in front of the crowd, that would be kind of dumb.
True. Yeah.
And I would be somewhat...
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think it would happen if Cody was just out there talking. Like, I think Cody would have to be in a wrestling match, and Cena would just pop out.
Mm-hmm.
No music, no nothing, but it's him.
Yeah.
But I don't see it. Because I do think, even though it's 2 weeks and that sucks, it's a good spot to leave it.
Well, yeah, it's a good spot for a lot of people. It's not a good spot for us, though, because we know, like, dude, if you get the one up on the person, usually they get the payback at the match.
Right, and then the next problem is Cody, for the next 4 shows, all he's going to do is talk crap.
Yeah.
I laid him out in the ring.
Yep.
I'm going to do it at WrestleMania.
Yep.
He's going to say that 4 times.
Like. So, yeah, this happened, and they said, he said, I'll see you at WrestleMania. This makes me nervous now for Cody. I'm not sure what the Vegas odds are, but not looking good for Cody.
Not looking good for Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Not good. Poor Cody.
Mm-hmm.
But in that case, looking good for Jey Uso. I still believe that.
True.
Gunther and Cena are both not winning.
Correct.
Or they just form this Super Saiyan hate group. Gunther and Cena.
Pure Fusion Collective take 2.
Pure Fusion Collective take 2. We get John Cena in some black t-shirts.
No, that would never. What happens if John Cena comes out just like in a black t-shirt and like black like Dickies instead of like jean shorts?
Part of my thing with Cena though is like if he wins, can he really come out in like the happy John Cena merch?
Yeah, that's why I think it's genius, because like he's not like we want him to change it up.
I know,
and he's not giving it to us.
Not giving it.
He's gonna ruin. He's gonna ruin wrestling.
Yeah,
he's gonna ruin wrestling.
It is looking that way.
Imagine the promo if he wins on the Raw after WrestleMania. I'll probably cry.
That would be gnarly.
Yep. He's been talking to me already, man.
Don't even bring Cody out. Just let him accept defeat. Just let him stand there and eat it.
Eat defeat.
Eat defeat. Nah, what you do is you then bring Randy Orton out.
Now we're talking, yeah.
It's like, yeah, you took my boy Cody.
Yep. Now it's our turn. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh. Meanwhile, while they're doing that, let's worry about the New Day and Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne.
Dude.
What are we doing?
Man, come on. It's the New Catch Republic. Back home in London.
One night only?
One night only.
Were you interested?
Not really.
Okay.
Nope.
New Day get the one. Mm-hmm. What is New Day doing? Remember when they did that whole...
Dude. Remember when they were like the hottest heels? They had the most heat?
Yep. Huge, massive heat.
I remember that. Remember how they might have had like the saddest promo, even more maybe than Cody and then John Cena? Yep. Remember when they went after Big E and
that was gnarly.
We had to have a therapy session in the next show?
It was unbelievable.
Remember that?
Just went away. Never came back. They're just heels. Just casually hated.
Remember when Big E was almost in tears and we all felt a certain type of way about it and was like, oh, is he coming back at the Royal Rumble? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Remember when they were teasing it backstage with Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods going back and forth? Like, really, like...
Called him trash. The only reason he won because of me.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
Well,
What do you do now?
they did get the win over those dudes.
New Catch Republic.
Good for them.
Yep.
You did get a win.
On home turf, by the way, Kasey.
They're one up on the competition.
Build them up. Let's go.
If they're giving all these randoms tag team shots, at least get Kofi and Xavier in there. What the hell?
Yep.
Who cares? Okay.
Ooh.
Gunther,
Here comes
Big Jim.
Here comes some violence.
Gunther, Big Jim.
Here comes some violence.
You know, I didn't think Big Jim was going to win, mostly because his name is...
This had Rocky. I knew right away when there was the camera angle of Jimmy and Jay, like, before, this is like to start the show off.
Yeah,
and he's like,
early.
hey, you better be careful. And all of a sudden, like, hey, you better be careful. Zoomed up like that. And then comes back.
Yep.
Hey, bro, I love you, man. Just remember, be careful out there. Oh, I'm sorry. You mean to tell me he's going to actually beat Gunther? Because it looks like he's going to die. Because that's how Rocky was. Don't zoom up with the close-up shot. You better be careful. And then expect him to be okay. That was a death sentence. Like, if I'm Big Jim and that happens and I see the camera lens, like, zoom up, like, nope.
Back up.
Match is off. Match is off. I'm out. No, we ain't doing it today.
Is he wearing a black t-shirt? I'm not going out there. I refuse.
Yeah.
And then he got killed. Killed him. Slammed him multiple times, would not pin him.
Well, here's the thing. So he beats him, right?
Just
okay.
kept killing him.
Okay, he beats him. Like, okay, well, that wasn't as violent as I thought it was going to be. And then, Jay comes out and everything, and they kind of like, they're getting ready to leave. I'm like, oh.
Runs away.
That was kind of underwhelming. I wanted
They go to commercial.
Yeah, that's right.
They go to commercial.
That's right.
And I'm like, Big Jim sucks. Like, that's literally, I'm like, Big Jim can't do it.
Yep. But lo and behold, Kasey, there was a zoom up, remember?
There was a zoom up.
So we had more, didn't we?
Well, yeah, because here's what's confusing. They come back from break, and they're still in the ring like, damn, got you. They're like, let's get you up, Big Jim.
Yep.
I'm like, what are we doing?
And then
Gunther had to go get the damn zip ties, is what we're
Gunther's
doing.
got some zip ties Jay, to the, oh, here we go.
I mean.
Yeah.
And listen.
By the way, at what point are we going to help out? I mean,
Adam Pierce.
Where
are you?
If I'm Jey Uso, I'm supposed to be the face of this company. I'm supposed to be like, the guy. Hey, locker room, help me. Help me. Nope.
I am zip tied to the ropes. My brother is getting murdered.
Yep.
It is the closest thing they've done to the Jon Moxley bag over Bryan Danielson. He's getting killed. I'm zip tied.
Yep.
Can anybody?
Yep.
I've got 16 family members in this locker room. Can anybody do anything?
Do you know what all the family members are doing?
No. Can't do it. Adam Pierce is meeting with Maxine Dupree on how to get her career on track. Big Jim is getting murdered in the middle of London.
I hope Jey Uso comes out next week and just goes, the hell was that, everybody? Hey!
One person?
What the hell was that?
All you idiots were yeeting 2 weeks ago. I can't get one help. I can't get one help. Starts calling Triple H. If you wouldn't have fired Vici, his ass would have been in the ring helping me. Where's Cody Rhodes?
Oh, man. So, needless to say, this is revved up a little bit. Now it's personal, Kasey.
He killed his brother.
Killed his brother. Man.
What a segment.
What a segment.
The craziest part is I was like, this is going to be bad.
Yeah.
When they came back from commercial.
Yeah.
And then as it ended, I was like,
yeah.
I mean, not bad.
Do you know what I'm worried about now? Watch this. WrestleMania.
Oh, God.
When Cody Rhodes makes his walk, Randy Orton's going to come up to him, and he's going to be, hey, man. Hey, champ. You got this, man. But, hey, just remember, this is new John Cena. Be careful out there.
I'll turn it off.
As soon as I see if I see one zoom up to the face before Cody Rhodes walks out, I'm done.
I'm turning it off.
I'm done.
John Cena or Cody Rhodes squash incoming.
Yeah.
Brutal.
I mean, he might even like take the dog out as far. Watch out for Pharaoh. John Cena's capable of anything. That's all I'm saying. One zoom up One zoom up, and I'm watching out for Pharaoh, Brandy, Dustin Rhodes at AEW. He's a suspect. Everyone might be taken out. It's John Cena making a deal with the devil, Case. You don't know what's possible.
They cut to a camera of The Rock at AEW Rampage beating the hell out of Cody's brother with the belt. Mama Rhodes!
Both brothers.
Tony Khan! I got your boy! What? I sound like DMX, and I don't know why. Oh, man.
John Cena's just in the middle of the ring like, what?
I told you. I was going to ruin wrestling. I told you. You didn't want to listen to me. Oh man.
What a debacle.
Yeah.
Other things that happened.
There was more?
The Judgment Day beat Penta and Braun Breaker. I do want to point out, Braun Breaker is getting, he's the champ, by the way, the Intercontinental champ.
Yep.
He is getting no entrance treatment.
Yeah.
Penta got an entrance. And his tag team partner, Braun Breaker, who was just standing there. And I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
This whole thing sucks.
Yeah.
The Braun Breaker thing is unfair.
It is.
And Judgment Day wins. Great. Braun Breaker ends up spearing Penta if you didn't see it. And they get mad at each other. I don't care. I'm pissed. I'm not happy about the Braun Breaker.
Casey's a big Braun Breaker, dude. And I agree with you, man. The guy's a star. You just got to treat him accordingly.
I hate the whole thing.
The next one should make you happy a little bit.
AJ Styles, Logan Paul?
Yeah.
I do like Logan Paul.
I do like that finisher, the pulverizer. Smooth.
Gnarly.
Smooth.
Gnarly.
Smooth. Now let's see you do that on Braun Strowman, but smooth.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't see it, go back and watch the camera angle when he hits it on Styles.
Yeah.
It legitimately looks like AJ Styles is floating in midair. I don't know how it happens.
It's very smooth.
It is gnarly.
Very
it is so smooth.
Yep.
That match is going to be disgusting.
It's going to be good, man. AJ Styles is good.
AJ Styles is good.
Yeah.
Logan Paul is good.
Advantage Paul?
He's just younger.
But I'm saying advantage, like, do you think he wins at WrestleMania?
I mean, I like Logan Paul. I feel like he wins.
Do you think maybe AJ Styles?
When's the last time
solidify him a
AJ
little more?
Styles won?
I mean, man, it's been a minute. I feel like.
Remember when they did that fake retirement thing, like not too long ago, and then they just totally abandoned that and made him a face? That was cool. But I will say, a good part of that little gimmick was Logan Paul calling out people in the crowd for being poor.
Yeah.
And the underrated part of that was when Wade Barrett, who was on commentary for Raw, we forgot to mention that. It was him, McAfee, and he's pointing at people calling him poor, and then right before Logan Paul gets back into it, Wade Barrett goes, "Do Michael Cole?"
Forgot about that.
I was like,
that was
yeah, that's good.
That was good.
That's good stuff.
That was good.
But yeah, I mean, Logan Paul, star, massive star, huge big star.
Yeah, it was impressive, man. He's impressive, and that finisher is what it needs to be. Yep.
All right, we've got like 2 minutes here.
Well, let's end with the best.
Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair.
I was
special
intrigued.
guest referee.
I was intrigued here because I'm like, a lot can happen.
A lot could happen.
Not a double DQ though. Couldn't be.
It couldn't be a match that doesn't finish. And you know,
this is what we're getting, Casey. Like, it's time to accept it now.
It's just stupid.
It's a triple threat.
It's just dumb. Not good. Bad. Unless they don't let Rhea in the match. Is that possible?
Say it again.
Like, they just don't let Rhea in. Because technically, she didn't win, so Io retained. That's over.
No.
Bianca, yeah.
Rhea's getting it. I mean, because
for sure.
they
winning
need her in it.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Do they just throw her in the Charlotte Flair match?
Throw her in all the matches?
Rhea just gets pissed. I'm in every match. She's
Yep.
Lyra Valkyria,
Team
Rhea
champions.
Ripley, Chelsea Green, Rhea Ripley,
Green.
Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley.
Let her run the whole gauntlet.
She ends up with all the belts.
All the belts?
Her by
all
herself
belts.
beat Liv and Raquel.
Yep.
She's a tag champ.
Rhea all belts. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it was intriguing. It was interesting. Okay, Bianca Belair's the guest referee. Like, okay, what is this going to look like?
Not good.
And I guess it's sad because it ended how I figured it was going to end.
Yep.
And I'm like, this is where Triple H pulls out something different, right? Like, this is where we get swerved a little bit. We don't see it coming. Not coming.
Not coming.
Not coming. Not coming like this.
Eh.
Hey, Oos, be careful out there. Oh, I'm sorry. Like you're not gonna get all bloodied on national television when you do that.
Got murdered.
Yeah.
Got murdered. All right, that'll do it.
All right.
Scraphouse. We don't have a lot of answers.
Hey.
More questions than answers.
Hopefully we'll get back on that road next week to WrestleMania.
Unconfirmed.
Casey, you be careful. Hey, Casey. be careful with those cops, Zeus, okay?
So I'm not going to make it home.
I mean, maybe a little brutality. I'm not saying I can make it home.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
Well, I don't know. You're saying like they're out to get you. You tell me.
Hey, listen, it's a tough situation. All right, Scraphouse next week. We'll do it again.
Later.